So I just finished watching a clip on 60 Seconds, and these people really don't understand why people are walking away from jobs in droves. Now, I'm going to show you a piece of the clip in a moment, but I just want to say this. There's no reason for people to return to work after they already lost damn near everything they owned. That's your biggest problem, America. You gave us time to not only think, you gave us time to lose stuff. And once we was free of all those baggages, those cars, those houses, and we realized, hold up, life is much smoother with less. It's no wonder why people are not returning to work. I'm giving you the answer right now, even though many of you don't understand. But they also said there's certain sectors that people are not returning to, like hospitality and retail. Let's go to the clip. So I was going to use a video clip from 60 Minutes, but unfortunately it made it ineligible. And once a video is ineligible, there's really no incentive to upload it, and here's why. If YouTube can't play ads on your video, they will not push it to their massive audience. They just have no reason to do so. So when you have an ineligible video, it's pretty much worthless to you and YouTube. Plus, the video was going to be blocked on mobile devices. Most of my subscribers use their phone to watch videos. So they wouldn't even got the video even if I did upload it. So I'm doing it this way, and I hope you guys will enjoy this video. So here goes. The interview was of a young lady who works at LinkedIn, and she basically does a whole lot of connecting employees, well, soon to be employees, to employers. So she has a lot more information about what's going on with the baby boomers and the Gen Zers and why they do not want to work anymore. So the interviewer is asking her these simple questions. Now, there is a very important part that she answers. She says it's because Americans are just burnt out and they say, screw this, I don't want to do this anymore. And she's right. But there's so much more to this than just being burnt out. One, there is no more job security. I don't think there's ever been job security, to be honest with you. Not in my lifetime, I should say. There's no job security. Yet employers expect you to give them a 2 weeks notice before you leave. Excuse me? So I'm supposed to be loyal to you, but you can fire me for any reason without notice for whatever purpose you want to fire me. But I'm supposed to give you 2 weeks notice. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. So one, there's no job security. Two, working for a living sucks, especially in the sectors that she was talking about. She was talking about education, which we know how that's going. She was talking about retail. So, and if you've ever worked retail, the hours are terrible, the pay is worse, and you are always doing extra work. It's absolutely terrible to work in retail. And third, the healthcare sector. Look at what we just did to our healthcare people. Look at what we just did. These were heroes at one point, and then they was told, if you don't do what we say, you are fired. Who would want to sign up for that? Who would want to work for those terms? Do as I say, or you're out of a job. Nobody wants to work like that. It's a very, very stressful environment as it is. Now I have to do something that's against my religion or against my moral code, or just flat out, I don't want to do it because I don't know what's in that stuff, but you're telling me I have to do it anyway. Of course, people are sick and tired of this crap. There has to be a change in how employers treat their employees. If you want people to come back, you're going to have to treat them much better. Yes, you are increasing the pay wage because you think that's enough to attract people back. What happened during COVID was a godsend to many of us. Yes, it was very painful. In some cases, it was downright horrible. People hit rock bottom. They lost a lot of stuff. They had to sell their houses, their cars, their electronics. Pretty much if it wasn't bolted down, they had to sell it. So I know a lot of people went through a lot of pain and suffering. But once you've gotten past all that, Once you've gotten past seeing your credit score drop, once you've gotten past selling everything you own, moving in with family members, trying to readjust to the new way of life, downsizing your life to accommodate the lower pay income. Once you've gotten used to that, why would you ever go back to that? Being working 60 hours a week for what? To drive a car that you don't even own for what? To pay for a house that you'll never own because you have to pay taxes on that for what? What's my incentive of doing any of that anymore? And a lot of people learned how to make money without a boss during COVID. There's so many reasons why people are not going to work. I mean, look at my situation, for example. The last job I had, I was working that rinky-dink truck that had a freaking hole in the floor. Let me tell you something. I used to freeze on that truck because it didn't have heat. Yeah, it had a heat, but the freaking blower didn't work and it was very weak. So I froze on that truck because there was a hole in the floor and it was 12 degrees outside at 5 o'clock in the morning with no sun. It was cold. I'm going 50 miles an hour up Route 3 to get to my first stop. I used to freeze. I remember times that I had to stand in the bagel shop for 15, 20 minutes before I even started unloading the truck just so I can thaw out. And my boss used to hound me. Gaddy, where you at? Gaddy, you're taking too long. Gaddy. And I'm like, I'm trying to thaw out. I'm freezing. I'm cold. My fingers feel like icicles. But he didn't give a damn. He wanted me to move because he had more work for me to do at the end of my shift. Not to mention, I was salary based. So if I work 12 hours, oh well, I'm salary. I'm only getting my measly 125. I even had to go work Uber after that job to make ends meet. And you want to know why? Because I was competing with cheap labor. Many of you know what cheap labor is. You know what it's like to know that that person can come and work for half of what you need. Is it no wonder why so many people are just walking away from the workforce? You have to be an idiot not to see why. Between the M words, between people losing their jobs because of the M word, and all this stuff that's going on with the job market today. Yes, again, they're offering more money, but they're also offering 3-4 more positions that you have to work for that money because they're low. They don't have staff. So you have to bust 15 more tables. And because you are overworked, your tips are going to suffer. Why? Because you're giving awful service. You're getting people orders wrong. It's a madhouse right now. So I get why people just don't want to do it. It's just better to just to have less now. It's just better to have less. There has to be a huge change in how we do things now. A huge adjustment. Employers need to treat their employees a little bit better. They need to give their employees a little bit more than that whole, well, if you work hard, you'll climb the corporate ladder. We'll give you position. How many of you was promised that? How many of you was led astray because they promised you that you will be a manager within 2 years and and 5 years later, you still haven't moved from your position? You go to them, you ask for a promotion, and what do they say? Well, we need you here right now. This is the position we need you in because it's better for the company. How many times they said that to me? Oh my God. I've heard that many times. Well, Gary, I know you want to go up, and let me tell you something. We want to get you up there, but right now we need you right here. We just need a little bit more from you so you could prove your worth to the company. I've heard that a lot of times. What snakes bosses can be. Now you guys are suffering because people are tired of your crap. People are tired of working so hard for nothing. People are tired of being slaves. I only have one life to live, sir. One. And I do not want to waste it working for a living. This is Gary Lamb signing off. You guys have a good one. Hey guys, this is a quick little announcement to let you know that I am opening up my Discord to my subscribers. It's been a long time coming with this thing, but we finally got it open and ready to go. There was a few new additions yesterday, and we had an amazing conversation. It actually revealed why God said, "Vengeance is mine." Oh my God. Okay, if you're not faint of heart, if you're not faint of heart, I will encourage you to join the Discord and join the conversation. It's a lot of stuff going on in there, and I think you're going to enjoy yourself. So without further ado, I'm gonna leave that in because this is what it is. This is Gary Lamb signing off. You guys have a good one.